Far out of here. My 2-year-old be trying to sing it. I'm like, oh no. Oh no.
Why you singing that, man? Why my boy singing that?
Man, no, Ocean, don't do it.
Don't do it.
You be out of here. Oh no. Oh no.
Long as you don't say my
I be in here editing. I hear him in his room. Out of here. Dang. I didn't do that one on purpose. Stop singing the intro, Ocean. Yeah, it's a trip. Whenever he see the logo somewhere, he be wilding out too.
That's my boy.
This is the FOH
my
podcast, Addictive Television Network Cup. On display. If you're viewing this live, we are here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Welcome to the FOH podcast, y'all. We get into it on here.
Yeah.
What up, DJ Inch High?
What up, boss?
That's my peoples over there. You know, usually we have Big Luck on the show. He was not able to make it tonight, but we will be wishing him the best.
Yes,
He's having right now medical emergency. You know, so we're gonna definitely be getting with him directly after the show. Yes. It is Wicked Wednesday on the FOH podcast, y'all. Let's go. Yeah, every time you say, you know what I'm saying? What? Serving them. We've been making a few upgrades over here. So we are very excited to have y'all tonight. If you are new, please subscribe. Hit the bell. Bing! If you're watching on YouTube, follow the page, whichever page you might be watching from, you know. If you're on Facebook. And we catch y'all, of course, you know, the following day between noon and 3 o'clock when we, you know, are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartMedia. We are there and happy to be.
Right.
So, welcome back, y'all. It's Wicked Wednesday. I'm just feeling it. And so we have a tradition on the show, as everyone knows at this point. This is season 2, episode 6. Give us a congratulations on that. A little consistency popping. I want to give a big shout out to everybody that has been supporting. We've been getting messages. That's why I said, let me have these people send us some samples. And that's why we have these mugs. You know, this is just a sample. I just want to check it out first. This is a big one. And I, you know, got even bigger ones on the way, but I want to make sure everything was right so that we can start gifting you guys some stuff. And I know, you know, people have been hitting me asking, how do we gift you? So, you know, we'll have that there later. It's not really a big concern of ours, but we thank you. You know, we love that you are here to support us. But as you know, everybody doesn't get to enjoy it. So at the beginning of every show, we make sure that everyone that is watching belongs. And so we're going to throw out, I got a couple people. All right. It is the tradition here on this show. So we're going to start like this, big DJ Inch High. Okay. Love and hip hop star. Okay. Pretty Ricky. Member. Spectacular Bluesmith, as you know him, you know, from the reality show. He caught a case at Disneyland. That's just embarrassing. Okay. He sneezed.
Disneyland, bro.
He sneezed in the line, okay, and said a word that we cannot say on this show. Okay, we'll get into all of that later, but there is some live, punishments and consequences for saying certain words that you wouldn't think, you would be muted for on your show, on your stream, on your broadcast. But I have found out which words they are, and so I'm just gonna call it the Jabonis Fibuses. Okay, that's the word he said. The Jabonis Fibuses. I got it. Or something to that liking. Okay, allegedly, since he caught a case. One of the cast members told him, that's not funny. He said, I thought it was. And at that point, he had a problem. So as the line advanced, the cast member over at Disney told him, you have to leave the line, please. Okay. You've made people, upset and uneasy. Time for you to get to step. Pretty Ricky member said, no, I'm not going anywhere. So the cast member tried to block him. It's one of them awkward public situations. Now he's in it. He probably feel a little entitlement. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when you're on television a lot. Okay, you got your name out there. So, he two-pieced the Disneyland employee. Okay, and he caught a case. He's charged with battery. He bailed out. But you can't bail out of shit over here. That's embarrassing. So you need to get these. Fuck out of here. Before we get this show started, y'all. What you think about that over there, DJ N-Ty?
This place stupid.
Motherfuckers out here kicking Disneyland characters, catching cases.
Right. Come on now. You can't be kicking down on the bud or whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? It's a kid.
You got to set a better example for the children.
Exactly. Much better example. If you're going to talk about it or be about it, just get out of line and talk to the guy about it. But then again, you're not going to win anyway.
That's a lose-lose, bro. That's Disney. Sony can't even defeat Disney. I ain't never seen a multi-billion-dollar company leave the negotiating table like, oh, that's a slap in the face. Are you serious? Left, came back, took the same deal, didn't renegotiate it, nothing. You bastards, fuck yeah. You get to have all of the, what did they want? Disney wanted all the merchandise money. Damn. So all the Spider-Man toys and Halloween costumes, Disney is taking it all. All of it. They want 100%. Sony came back to that table, y'all. It was big business, big money, big bully, big bullying shit, big Disney. That's going to be another word they're going to fuck around and start muting. You said what? Wait till Disney buy YouTube and Facebook. By the way, I got one more person that we got to throw out before we get into the show, y'all. So just give me a second. Give me a second. Oh, this bastard. On Tuesday. On Tuesday, Lil Duval, he went to his Twitter, shout out to him, to pose a question that received over 3,000 reactions, okay, and results. The question was, would you let Drake handle your wife? We're just going to say handle for right now. For a fee, almost 31% said yes. And they can all get thee. Fuck out of here. The fifth.
Was it an indecent proposal?
Bruh. And that brings me to another segment, our first segment of the show, after we've already thrown out the unwelcome guest. guests. Also, I'm in the chat. Let me just make sure I'm there for everybody watching live. Appreciate you. Monzel in the building. Monzel in the building. Talented brother right there. Very talented. I've been watching his live shows on Facebook. All right. So here we are, y'all. I want to get into this, what we call flag on the play. Explosion. This is flag on the play. It's my best shit that I got.
Don't do that.
Not too far from where we started. I want to continue that. And I'm calling a flag on this because it's easier to address one person than it is to address 1,000 people's opinions. And so this allows me to dig into it. Atlanta rapper Trouble. A lot of people know Trouble. Everybody knows Trouble, but the rapper Trouble is who I'm talking about. He said, why not let Drake hit your wife? They gonna fuck him for free anyway if he slides in her DM. Y'all soft ass niggas, he said. Don't reply to me either. You'll never understand a street nigga mentality. On Lord. We don't put that on Lord. Yeah. And we don't talk like that either. The usual 3 people that are here on the show definitely can tell you that's some bullshit. Okay. To each his own, though. I suppose maybe his girl.
Yeah,
everybody up here has done what they had to do coming up in the ghetto, holding pistols and ducking and dodging and escaping all of the traps and having survived. Still, dealing with the shit. I'm going to just say that we have an expert opinion on it. And probably a lot of my viewers that would disagree.
Right.
That are from the streets. Nobody up here stayed down there. Okay. That's the difference, I guess you could say. But let's just get into it, right? Finding understanding to what he says is not street nigga shit. Street nigga, finding Drake in his wife's DMs would do what Diddy did to Drake when Drake took his song. Slapped the shit out of it. Okay? Nothing against Drake. Drake don't have nothing to do with none of this. But Drake is the example that Lil Duval brought up. And, I would think somebody catching Drake in their wife's DMs would probably do what T.I.'s homie did when he was drunk. Piss on Drake. Nothing against Drake. Again, I'm just saying, for the record, these are some street niggas. That's the words that he used. And these are the things that has happened with Drake with some street niggas. Yes, Diddy is a street nigga. Everybody knows. That shit reminds me of like the 35% and the man, the artist, remind me of Artie Ziff. If y'all remember the Simpsons and shit. That's Drake in this equation. Artie Ziff was stuck on Marge Simpson since fucking high school, right? He became rich. I got to speak on a child's level about this shit, okay? Artie Ziff. Homer Simpson. He came to him with buku paper. Buku paper. We talking about a feature. It really don't matter what's the bet, but the point is we talking about a damn feature. And even Homer Simpson was like, hell no. You dumb as is for a bag of rocks. Right? How would you feel like, you know, even Al from Married with Children, you remember on one of those episodes, somebody from high school back in the days came, wanted, you know, Peggy for the night.
One night.
Turn all that shit down. How would you feel if you found out that that's what your daddy did to your mama so you could eat Cheerios? You know what I'm saying? If he sold your mama for Frosted Flakes and ice cream truck money, how would you feel? You want to kill your daddy. Okay? You want to kill his ass. If your sister boyfriend was just like you, trouble. Well, how would you feel about him? I'm asking for everybody because we want to know. Because I don't think anybody that listens to this show is in agreement with that bullshit. Okay? That's why, you know, the 35% got their ass thrown out at the beginning of the show. Right? You can't play me with this some street nigga shit. That's all cap. 31% of these motherfuckers is some simp ass suckers. Okay? That's not how it goes down. Same idiots that probably are against child trafficking and will be in line to whoop, you know, a pedophile's ass in jail. Like it's different, you know. I guess if you wife and prostitutes, maybe, which is some sucker shit. It's not some street nigga shit, right? Getting messages from people. So, you know, give me a moment if I pause for a second. But if you wife and prostitutes, it means that you don't stand on your own feet. Okay? It means you standing on her high heels. That's not no street nigga shit either. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? The question should be, are you whack enough to lose your ride or die chick to a Canadian studio gangster with ghostwriters that used his bread to buy street credit, right? How could y'all be mad at Tekashi 69, the snitch? All of this shit is relative, you know? That's why it's a lot of contradiction in your gangster, right? I can't be mad at people like Drake. You know what I mean? They just capitalizing on the masses, you know, because that's the way the world is, right? But as dudes without power, it shows how weak you are to say no to, or probably only limited to what is being offered, period, for what you would give up, right? You know, like I do it for $1 million, you know, some dumb shit. This is the kind of shit that's constantly proliferated, right? I ain't here to preach. I'm just calling it like it is. This is what we do, right? That's why it's poetic justice to me that these record execs be making these motherfuckers get down on their knees. That's poetic justice, because if it wasn't them, they would be forcing their wife. You see what I'm saying? Begging their wife to do it. No, you do it. That's poetic justice for people who think like this, in my book, right? Ladies, own your fucking power so that I don't even have to talk about this kind of shit, because it might be women in agreement with that bullshit, and that's unfortunate, but you got to own your damn power. You know, congratulations to the 69.3% that would never sell out their woman, whom, by the way, is worth, you know, a whole lot more, regardless of what she does, right? So you don't remember the scene from Hustle and Flow, DJ Inch High? Remember the Terrence Howard's character? He really wanted the microphone in the pawn shop. Even his prostitute was like, this is bullshit. We ain't talking about a prostitute. We talking about your wife. Are you out of your mind?
Right. There you go.
You ain't going the direction that you're claiming is the rationale for understanding why you would do such a thing with the other 35% of people who responded to Lil Duval's disgusting ass question. Would you let Drake fuck your wife? Oh my God.
I guess he would.
Woo-wee. Drake didn't get there like that. So you wouldn't get there like that either. Okay. Nobody did it for him. And I don't think you really could find too many names at that level of bread baking that did get there that way. It might be rumors. People used to say Madonna. I think Madonna used to hold the power in that shit. Yes. I got these motherfuckers. You know, that's how I got them. They weak. That's what she did. She stole the power. They weak. Let me climb up that high using their penises. Right? That's Madonna. But guess what? That shit was followed by an entirely, you know, ambitious movement and a whole lot of fucking work. So, yeah, right. It doesn't work that way. So that's a dumbass maneuver that a street nigga would not make, because I even hold street niggas to a whole lot of higher standard than that bullshit for a feature. Oh my goodness, right? For anything, honestly. Flag on the motherfucking play. We've been making some upgrades, y'all. Welcome to the FOH podcast. If you just now tuned it in, you missed us kick out a couple motherfuckers. It was hilarious. But we just did flag on the play. I got a couple more of those. It's me and DJ Inch High for the night. We are usually here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You see how I mixed the letters up? At 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I forget the word for that, what they call that. There's actually a word for, you know, when you say like, you know, either fucking way. A pluribus, a plebis, some shit like that. I'm lost. And that's why we're going to get into Trippy Timeline. Yes, it's time for Trippy Timelines. If you're new to the show, it means that we're going to talk about things that we saw on our social media. Shit you probably saw, and I don't know, maybe wanted to talk about it. That's what we're here for. So recently, DJ Inch High, you having a beer over there or not?
Yeah.
Damn it.
I'm having, I got a honey jack.
My cup got green vegetable juice in it. I had a pescatarian Thanksgiving. Y'all. My son, he was born vegetarian or something. He don't like chicken nuggets, no type of meat. So I said, well, fuck it, I guess I don't eat meat either. Shit. I got a lot of vegan homies. Shout out to them. They make it look easy. I'll be like, how the hell do you get energy? That shit is a damn lie about how the sun gives its energy to the plants. And if you eat the plant, you get more energy than the animal to eat the plant. Then you eat the animal, it lost all the energy. Shit. Listen, I look at it a different way. And hey, I'm not promoting or demoting either side. I'm just telling you from my experience, because I don't really know exactly what I'm doing. But I would like, if you do, to get in the chat and talk to me. Oh, we got okay, yeah. Shout out Sin Black. That's my guy. We go all the way back to the sandbox. That's kindergarten. Yeah, had the same kindergarten teacher, Mr. Bloom. Yeah, 1988. Graduated. How the fuck do I even remember? Either way, let's get into these trippy timelines. DJ's high like, yeah. You wasn't born. You don't know what I know. You ain't that much older than me. So Fat Joe gave props to Nate Robinson, right? Something that I like to do. I know everybody be having their fun, so I don't like to be the fun buster and shit. I got that word from my auntie on my wife's side. I'm not gonna, don't even go there. I don't like to be a fun buster. We'll leave it at that. But the memes were fucking hilarious, and Snoop was hilarious singing gospel hymns and shit while the man is knocked out. Damn, Snoop still on the east side. My God. East side Snoop. It was a treat though. But he said, Fat Joe was like, let me get into this first, because Fat Joe been on some he's always been very real, but since he got this show, we've been able to see a lot of very real shit coming from Fat Joe. He definitely puts it all out there. And he was talking about, in relation to Nate Robinson going on TV, get knocked the fuck out, right? And taking that risk that he was offered during his beef with 50 Cent, right? He was offered millions of dollars to get in the boxing ring with 50 Cent. And his response was along the lines of, I'll fight 50 Cent any day for free. Going on TV and getting your ass knocked out in front of everybody. That's a different story. That takes a different kind of courage. That take hold this L courage, because you might lose. Boxing is, when you ain't a professional. The way people be swinging. I've seen a lot of fights, been in a lot of fights. And the way people be swinging, anything can happen. And it sure did for Nate Robinson. But the point that Fat Joe was making was that you can't keep trying to kill our people that have the courage to entertain us, because a lot of people would not get in that ring. A lot of people wouldn't want to do the work, especially during this. Damn it, I can't even use that word. Y'all know what this is.
During this time. Yeah,
doing this thing. This thing that the world got us under right now. You can't use these words anymore. It's a trip. What y'all think about that in the comments, in the chat?
That's freaking ridiculous, bro. It's a discussion. It's not saying that this and that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna put nothing out there.
Right. Just want to have a discussion.
It's information. I mean, we're not putting out information about it.
No. But as soon as you use the word, pow, they mute 15 minutes. Wow. I ain't even playing with them, y'all. I ain't even playing with them. But let me continue, because it's Wicked Wednesday. And we just having a little fun, y'all. Like I said, if you're just tuning in, we are here Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All my people on the East Coast be watching at midnight. They come in on Friday nights. Friday nights, we have Firewater Friday. We get too fucked up. I always say I'm not going to do it. 2 shots, that's it. I ain't even playing no more games. So it always slip down into 13 shots. You got to watch it. It's incredulous. You gotta watch it.
Yeah,
It's hilarious. I'm not even gonna delete. I'm not even gonna delete the after hour episodes.
Woo!
DJ Entire, what you say? I'll be on my, I'll be in my feelings sometimes. Yeah. Something hits you, I'll be talking shit, shot glass in the air, and shit. Either way. But anybody is welcome to join the show, man. Get in the comments and say that you would like to use your voice. We would love to have you. Just come on the show. Use your voice.
Coming in on the video, whatever case, I want people see your face or whatever. Out of here.
I know you see me on the video.
Just come on.
I can hear you on the radio.
Just have a discussion. Yeah.
Pay me no attention.
Most on the radio. Can't nobody see you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't be shy. Don't be shy, y'all. It's Trippy Timeline. Two masked individuals jumped out of an SUV. Damn it. I hate this part about Wicked Wednesday because it's not just Wednesdays that are wicked, right? Wicked Wednesday is kind of supposed to be a play on irony and shit, but there's no irony because it's all reality. 300 block of Avon Avenue, right? They hopped out of their SUV, fired shots at a rapper by the name of Triple Beans in Newark, New Jersey. Y'all might have heard about it. That was on November 27th. This just passed. They killed him while he was about to get in his Range Rover and do what he does. It's been so much tragedy during this time, and a lot of that shit has been
a lot of them
rappers. Hold on, let me welcome a guest.
Hey.
Vic. How you doing, Vic?
Is that my cousin? What's going on, cuz?
Got peoples in the building.
Yeah, that's my cousin right there, my cousin Vic. We can't hear you, sir.
You gotta unmute your mic.
Unmute yourself.
Yeah. While Vic get ready, we're gonna get into this. Vic, just check this shit out. All right.
Still can't hear you. Can't hear you, sir. I don't know why, but we can't hear you.
Yeah, make sure you unmute that microphone. We'll get him in.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah, I can do it from there.
How about that?
There you go. There we go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
We hear you now. Clear.
Is it clear? How you guys doing, man?
Doing very well.
Good, man.
I love the show, man. And this is the first time I popped on here, man. Talked to my cousin about jumping on here and checking you guys out.
All
you guys are doing a great job, man.
Well,
you guys are doing real good, man.
Man, we love it, man.
I like the format.
Since you've joined the show, I will definitely be sending you a mug.
Oh, see, look at it. Got merch too, man. I love it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're putting the merch together. Got some shirts on the way. So, man, like I said, man, we love the support. It's awesome to have. Man. It's awesome.
How long you guys been on now? This is the second season, he said. How many episodes in the first one?
13 episodes, first season.
Okay. And is it going to be 13 each season? Or you guys going to expand it?
We're going to expand. this season.
Okay. What's you got a number? You're just gonna play it?
We're going about 28 this season.
Okay, you're gonna double up.
Yeah,
Pretty
we're gonna
close.
double up, and we got a lot of stuff that we're gonna add.
Okay. Every year is getting. I mean, every season is getting better and better, huh?
Man, it's growing. This is growth right here.
So tell me, I mean, like for something like this, what's a season? Is it a 3-month span? You do 2 seasons a year, or how's that work?
For us, it's really fast because we actually do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday every week instead of just, one day a week like a lot of shows have done in the past. But I wanted to stick to, the seasonal change of TV shows just by the number.
Right.
Just by the number. Just for the first season so that we could sit back and kind of get a reaction from everybody, see what people think, and make improvements.
So I know. So there's 3 episodes a week, or is that considered 1 episode a week? I mean, those 3 considered 1 episode. Okay, so that's 3 episodes, and you're gonna do 28.
28 episodes.
Got you. Okay, good, man. Dang, that's crazy. And you guys got a marketing team together and everything, huh? Because I see the merchandise. You got shirts. You got what else? You guys? Oh, you do it all? This guy right here, man. Jack of all trades. I love it, man. I love it. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful.
We got to do what we got to do, especially, like I said, man, to get love, you got to give it back.
I agree with you.
This holiday season.
No, not only that. No, but I'm talking about the fact that you're not waiting for something to happen. You're making it happen.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because you can't wait on other people. Sometimes you just got to go out and get it.
You have to. You have to.
Sometimes you got to. You can't get in through the front door. You got to go through the back door, right? And make your own entry.
You got to dig a hole. Right.
I hear you,
like
man.
El Chapo.
I think it's That's right.
You got to make a way out.
So, what's the theme on Wednesdays? What is it?
Wicked Wednesdays. We usually kind of display the irony of what's been happening in the music industry on the lighter side of things, but it's been a lot of tragedy lately.
Okay.
So there's a lot of heavy stuff.
I try to keep that to Motivation Monday, where we can kind of do our part to, make a difference in some way, right? Reach out to people and talk about how they feel about certain situations and stuff like that. There's been a lot of loss lately, you know. So Motivation Monday is usually the day where we get into all of that news, but it's happening so often, it's falling on every episode.
It's hard, man. I mean, every time you turn the TV on, right? Something's going on, and you open up a newspaper or whatever. It's everywhere, man. I mean, we're in the land of social media, so I mean, social media gets it quicker than the news.
Quicker than the news.
I mean, social media is the news now, really.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people close to people, they're there when it happens. They send out a tweet.
Yeah.
This is before the ambulance arrives, a lot of the video footage, you see the police pulling up, and after the car's been shot up and all kind of stuff. It's crazy.
And they're the last one to know.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part.
The internet figures out crimes before.
That's funny. You're right, though.
They do the detective work because they have more resources.
It's a network, man. You're right. 100%.
Huge.
That's a lot. That's
to tap into.
That's what we live in now. Times have changed, man.
Yeah.
And it's gonna keep getting crazy.
Now,
Wicked Wednesdays, man. So I think
a lot of tragedy outside of murder, right? We have something else for Trippy Timelines. Join us. So, what we have here is an artist that I've been in a room with on several occasions, right? Myself and my business partner, who wasn't able to make the show tonight. This artist, Casanova, right? Street dude, but growing into his higher echelon version of himself. He once had beef with Kashi 6ix9ine and recognized in a brief moment that the way he told the story, a brief moment of clarity when he was near this person and, you know, what might usually happen. Because we know Casanova's background. He's told his life story more than once. And so we know his get down, right? And he chose in that moment that it wasn't worth his future, right? So a lot of artists, be it the worst time in hip hop ever, right, have been doing this. And it's called thinking and growing, right? Because when we react, you know, for social media or for reputation, these things are not tangible things, okay? And these things are only tangible when you have to suffer the consequences of your actions, right? And so we've been seeing a lot of artists outside of the madness that actually have, you know, straightened their heads, right? I remember Casanova was around like Kevin Hart and Nipsey Hussle. He was another guy who, I don't know, maybe he was always on that level, but had to do what he had to do. But he was around Kevin Hart, Jay-Z, DJ Khaled, all those guys. I don't know if you guys might have saw those pictures online, but I remember Casanova was in those pictures, and I'm pretty sure that had a major influence on his life, just from looking at his Instagram. But I say all that because unfortunately, he has been charged along with 18 members of the untouchable Gorilla Stone Nation gang with racketeering. He caught the Rico charge, racketeering, murder, narcotics, firearms, fraud offenses. You know, it's a long list. The list is ridiculous, and his name is included in it. If you wanted to know the details, they have it online. But it's like, you know how the feds get down. They do a lot of detective work before they bring anything to a case. So, you know, I just want to say, you know, I know he was heading in an entirely different direction. He worked with a lot of people that I know, Nico Suave and the Concreate's team over there. And, you know, he was doing good work. I hope it continues. I hope that this isn't just one of those kind of conversations. If it sounds that way, that's not. It's just because I'm just kind of, you know, it's messed up to see and hear when a rising star is kind of cut short in that way. Because a lot of those charges are doing 5, 10, 20-year minimums with the maximum, of course, being life. Yeah. So, you know, that's sad to hear, man. I don't know if he's wanted or I know he's been named in this indictment. I don't know if he's been arrested and stuff like that. But I just want to send a shout out to his team, everybody. They got love for him. You know, I hope things work out. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw that on my timeline. I thought that, you know, that was much needed to talk about.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
Man. I heard there was a list of artists, you know, about 12 to 14. I don't even know the exact count, but they did a scoop for sure, man. I saw
18 names.
That's crazy. 18. Okay, I read it wrong. I knew it was in the teens somewhere. That's crazy.
That's huge.
I wonder how long they've been planning that crazy.
Right.
That is. It's a lot of people, man. That impacts a lot of folks, man.
And you know, you see what the charges. I looked at the details. Yeah. I looked at the details. I know the internet will do a better job than I would, so I didn't You know, I didn't soak it all up, but it's there's murders in there. I mean, I said that, but there's some tough stuff in there. You know, it's a few kind of 5-year charges, stuff like that. You know, a lot of times they take those people and you know, they turn everybody against one another and stuff like that. And, you know, oh man, that stuff can get real ugly. And it's very unfortunate, like I said, because I like I said, I didn't know him. I've been in a room with a lot of good people, and he was in those rooms a couple times. So, man, shout out to him. Oh, before I completely leave this section, right? I also want to say that, Triple Beans, right? His recording studio, DFG recording studio, posted a statement saying our hearts are hurting bad, a superstar in the making, and more importantly, he was family. This was a man who worked and has so much talent. This whole thing is so fucked up. Triple Beans, we love you, man, and your legacy will forever live on through us and your music. That it's a trip because I've been seeing a lot of lately with the artists that are taken too soon. The labels have come behind them, which is different from like the 90s and the early 2000s. And I just wanted to get everybody's opinion on that. I know the chat is going crazy. What's up? What's up? Ashley Hardy shout. But a lot of the labels now are like, don't trip though, you guys, because we've got some new music from this artist dropping. We were like kind of taught in our era, in the height of our era, that was kind of taboo. But I guess it's looked at differently because the kids, the family left behind, can benefit from the work, I guess, that the artist did. But we always looked at it kind of like we don't really want a lot of artists thinking that your life is worth the risk of leaving an album behind, right? Because it's not a lot of money, you know. And beyond that, your life is just worth so much more than whatever career you take on for whatever period of your life, because other things happen. And life is short, but it's long enough, right? It's a lot of things you can do with your time, and it's unfortunate that in especially in the youth, from my experience, it's the kind of the reason why, like, you'll see like the rebels, right, in like another country, like a third world country, the rebels use child soldiers, you know, to do their dirty work. They're impressionable, naive. They don't see life the way that you usually see it later, unless you might have a mental issue dealing with, you know, society and people and anger and that kind of stuff. But for the most part, the average person usually kind of coming out of these traumatic environments, they usually grow out of that and learn the value of their lives and shit, and other people's lives, right? So they use the youth. It's easier for them. Apparently, it's not always as easy as they make it, because a lot of even the young soldiers that come back from war deal with some serious depression, so high rate of suicide, stuff like that. You know, it's not good for anybody, that the trauma. But I'm just saying, like, goodness gracious, it can really be something. What y'all think about that?
You talking post-traumatic stress disorder, man?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, yeah. It's live in the street, of course.
Right.
It exists. God, there's a lot of pressure and a lot of stress that people have to go through on a day-to-day basis just to exist, you know, and do what they do to take care of their family. So, and there's a lot of people in the middle of it, you know, that have to just try and maneuver through everything and live their life the way they can. And I mean, there's stress everywhere you go when it comes to that kind of stuff, man. And what do? What's the alternative? What's the recourse for something like that? You know, some people can get out, some people can't. You know, they have to just kind of deal with it and try and cope with it. And there's no coping resources for a lot of people to deal with it the right way. So yeah, there's a lot of stress involved in everyday life.
Stress, and then with fame comes this other pressure. You know, like just recently, Meek Mill, right? Recent Grammy Award winner artist Lil Baby. Was it Grammys? I don't think. Maybe they weren't the ones that gave him the Grammy. He did receive some other awards. He got out of the year. I think it might have been Apple Music. But either way, ultimately, he went online to say that this, you know, the conscious song that he released, which has been, you know, going crazy viral, which is really dope because, you know, a lot of people didn't expect music like that coming from Lil Baby for whatever reason. But he said, I have a 1.5 million from the sale of this song that I want to put where it needs to be. I don't want to just go and give a bunch of money to an organization. I want the people to see where this money goes. And so Meek Mill reached out to him and said, give me a little bit. And I'll use it for a rec center, right? In my neighborhood, in my city, and I'll do something in your city. And so this is kind of like, it's not necessary, right? The way that you look at it is like, why would I do that? But there's a bigger picture to it, right? It's like, if you influence, this is a thing. This is a cool thing to do, right? Because that's really what it comes down to, is the good thing and the great thing to do. If it's not cool, you know, it's hard to sell, unfortunately, right? So if they were to make something like that happen and become a thing, then you would have, even on a microcosmic scale of that, people just in their own communities doing the same thing. I help your neighborhood, you help my neighborhood. Yeah, kind of bridges the gap. But like I was talking about with the pressure, like you was talking about the stress, the pressure of the internet, they jumped all over Meek Mill saying that, you know, he looked like a fool asking him for money. Why don't you do it for yourself? Do things for your neighborhood yourself. You know, they make all these jokes about it and try to drag him through the mud, as they say. And it's like, you don't get the bigger picture. But now here we have people that are in the way of maybe even younger people.
Sometimes we're our biggest critics.
What you say?
That's right. Sometimes we're our biggest critics, man. I mean, we can't let people shine the way we need to, because we always have an opinion about other people's ideas. You know, sometimes if you can't do anything to help the situation, then you might have to be quiet a little bit, you know, and let people who want to do something. You know, but we're still critical of ourselves on every level. You know, we always have a comeback or a comment to make about something, if, you know, and it gets twisted. I think that I understand where he's coming from, and then I understand both sides. You know, people like, he makes just as much money as Lil Baby, right? But Lil Baby is the one who said he wanted to put that money to work. Meek Mill didn't say he wanted to put his money to work, so Meek reached out to him and said, "Hey, let's do this." Gave him an idea, and people were just jumping on it. Like, anyone else have an idea that they can come up with that might work for the neighborhood? I don't know. Speaking up, he's the first one to say something. I don't know. I mean, there's two sides to it, but I see what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
And only thing is, maybe he starts with Lil Baby's neighborhood, and then go to his neighborhood. You know, maybe that might be the one. You know, don't feed himself first. It's his money. Maybe help him out in his neighborhood and then take it to Philadelphia. I don't know. What do you think?
There you go. There's a lot of conversation to be had. DJ Inch High.
Right, but it comes down, which I think we had this discussion in another episode about how people need to come together. Now we got all these races right here that will come together and do for their people. But when it comes to us, we want to talk about our people. We want to steal from our people. We can't even hold a business together. You know what I'm saying? Because we always want more than them. And then we're at the craft trying to get out. We just go keep pulling us down. But fuck it.
That's the problem.
And I get it too. And like you said, I understand that what they're trying to do also. But that's the problem. The people that don't understand are trying to make a mockery out of it. So.
Well, now we have somewhat of an understanding for people that might check it out. For everybody that's watching live, like I said, hey, if you're in the chat, you want to come on the show, we got a few minutes left in our corner, and you can voice your opinion on that. You know, everybody has, what do they say? Opinions are like butts. Everybody's got one, you know, and usually they're just like a butt. It's
asshole. That's right. I heard it.
You know, so when somebody is trying to do something good, you know, before you flame them because you didn't see it, I mean, you just got to give stuff a moment to live before you just.
That's the thing. That reminds me of like when Obama was president, and they shut down his Obamacare program because it had a lot of flaws in it. And everybody wanted to shoot it down, but his opinion was this program's not perfect. You know, I just want to get it started. It's up to the next guy to come in and make it enhance and make it better.
There you
it's
go.
The same concept, right? I mean, it's just to get the ball rolling.
That's all.
And then the next guy come in and improve on it and make it a better program.
So if you guys do not have solutions, something good to add to the, you know, you can't just throw out the baby with the bathwater, you guys.
Right.
You know, we have to build a foundation together.
Right. There you go. It's the
Somebody
foundation.
has to lay the first stone.
The concrete. Right.
Somebody. Okay.
That's
so let them do that.
There's flaws in it. No,
but it's
100%.
Everybody who doesn't want to give anybody a chance to make things better, before we get out of here, I just want to tell them.
Fuck out of here.
So we're going to take y'all out. We love that y'all hung with us tonight.
Yeah.
Make sure you tune in Friday, because Fridays are a party and a celebration, and you need it. A lot of people have cabin fever dealing with this stuff. Let's tough it out together. So I bid you adieu, and you can take this with you.
What a better day to light up, levitate, a mind fell away, cause I don't ever sleep. I done thought that I had been a beat, who maneuver through the goo to never let them see. But I ain't either, nigga, still Gucci with the 9 iron. I'm tired, they say they would, but I catch on quick, act like I ain't fire. Maybe I just get too much of my bowels. Wanna move up in the way of the cows. I be getting it, kissing my crowds. Tipping the bottle for my niggas. I love so many, I don't wish this on the enemy. I done fought so many battles. Cannabis to take it as a diss, cause he don't wanna know the significance of the emphasis. When it's dark, it's how I walk in the aisle. Twist a nigga head around like an owl. Won't be around it even for an hour. Could be the plug in the drought. If it ain't a script, I don't pretend to act. Thugging it out. So if I ran, it must have been a badge. Not a drug in the house. Nor in the van, it must have been a rat. See, they the police. Hood, no. Nigga, fact. Only thing I ever ran from. Jail. Squad taking everything but an L. The street smarts counted, I graduated, yeah. God bless a young, agitated male. Only thing I ever ran from.
Only thing I ever ran from. Peace out, y'all. We gotta go, and so do you.